If you have a strap, loop it up. Okay, I'm Maeve, by the way, in case you're watching this back. You do not want to have the buckle behind your head, but we're going to put the strap behind our head, and then you're going to take your foot, your right foot that is, into the strap, and then you'll adjust it. So I like my strap, like I have a very odd shaped head, I'm just going to be honest with you, but I have like this little knob at the back of my head. So it's kind of at the base of the head, the skull I should say, but up enough that like you feel pretty stable here. Your lifted leg does not have to be straight, by the by, just so you know. Now, we've got this ability to kind of seesaw the body here. Your head, I want to be heavy and pressing back, and your neck is not passive here, or else that's going to feel really, really not nice. And then we'll start here. And I forgot to put my music on, so I'm just going to hop up. So the reason we're doing this is that we are hideously forward-headed, right? Like, does that make sense when I say that? We're hideously forward-headed because we're texting, we're on our computers. We need to get our head back in the position where it belongs more often than not. And so I think it's really beneficial for us to take time pretty much every single practice to do just that, okay? So we're going to do it today in this way. This is just giving us a little bit more feedback. And of course you can tighten or loosen the strap to make this more accessible. So you're actually, again, giving a little pressure of your head back into the strap. And at the same time, your foot and your leg are not passive. The foot is gently pressing into the strap, so you can possibly get a really nice hamstring activation here. So my hamstring's in a lengthened position, I'm giving some pressure of my foot into the strap, and that's waking up those muscles. I'm going to add another layer here, and if it feels good, you'll join me. I'm going to take my right thumb, and I'm just going to bring it into the crease of my right hip and kind of deepen that crease. And then as we're here, this gives us rather a moment to come to the breath, to watch it, feel it. You're going to bend the right knee. You're going to slide this left foot in, take the right leg out carefully, please, and then second side. And take your time to get situated and make sure that everything feels good here. And if you're not working with the strap, you can create the same movement or action, not really movement, action, by pressing the back of your head gently to the floor and lengthening the back of the neck, lengthening the back of the head away from the torso. And then if you want to put that left thumb in the crease of the left hip and get a little action in there to deepen the hip crease, enjoy. And yet again, allowing this moment to be a time to connect to your breathing and the sensation of the breath and the activation of different parts of the body to breathe. going to bend the left knee, release your head, release the strap, release the leg. Just pause here with both legs down. Bend your knees, put your feet flat, reach the arms overhead, bridge your hips up. Last inhale wherever you are. And then soften the spine down with your exhale. Drop your knees to the right. You can take your left arm out to the side. Back to center. Knees to the left, right arm out to the side. And then back to center. Right ankle crosses to left knee. Stay here. Consider lifting the legs up. Support with the hands if needed. Come back down if you're up. Switch. Quite simply, just switch. Yeah. Release that down. Reach the arms up to the sky. Breath in. Exhale, curl the shoulders up. Inhale, pick up the knees. Exhale, place them down. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale. Release. Lift higher. Knees up. Stretch the legs forward, follow the legs up, Navasana. Good. Heart lifts, knees can be bent here. Move toward your sitting bones a little bit. Good. Bend your left knee. Bring your shin around to the front of your mat. Swing the right leg back. Just open up. And then come back around through center. Bring the right leg around, bring the left leg around. Right knee bends, left leg comes back. Turn toward your left. Come back around. Lift up. We're going to do that one more time each way. If you need to use your hands, use your hands. No big deal. Navasana. Cross your shins, downward facing dog, please. Right foot steps forward. Crescent, inhale. Exhale, release your hands down. Plank, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Breath in. Left foot forward. Crescent. Release your hands down. Plank, inhale. Downward facing dog. Little more tempo. Right foot forward. Inhale, crescent. Straight back down dog, exhale. Left foot forward. Crescent. Hands down, straight back to down dog. Right foot forward. Crescent. Hands down. Down dog. Last time. Left foot forward. Crescent. Hands down. Downward facing dog. Plank, inhale. To your belly, exhale. Shalabhasana. Inhale. Good. Stay and breathe. Notice where your head is. Notice where your neck is. If your head's lolling down or if it's cranked up, just neutralize it. Lift the head back and up without cranking it. And don't let it be like a dead weight. Down dog. Beautiful. Beautiful. Walk your feet to your hands. Pause here. Allow yourself to melt down. Bend your right knee. Lengthen your spine forward. And then straighten and bow back down. Bend your left knee. Lengthen your spine. And then re-straighten and bend, or bow. Good. Little pause. Feel free to move around a little bit here. Bend your right knee. Lengthen the spine. Left hand stays down. Right hand comes up. Good. Release your right hand down. Re-straighten the right leg, bow. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Bend the left knee. Turn to the left, twist, easy. One more inhale. Release down, soften both knees. Come into Malasana, sinking down any amount. One more inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Step back plank. Breath in. Chaturanga or the floor. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right foot steps forward. Reach the arms forward or back alongside the body. Spine is tipped forward, belly drawing up. So good. So good. Yes. Beautiful. Release your hands down, plank, inhale. Chaturanga or the floor. Back bend of choice. Down dog. Left foot steps forward. Arms reach forward or alongside your body. Tip the spine forward. Now notice where your head is. So you don't need to be cranked up here. It's not lolling down here. It's just an extension of your spine. Draw it up and back. Hands down. Plank inhale. Chaturanga or the floor. Rise, inhale. And down dog, exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look at your hands, bring your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway. Fold with your exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway. Right foot steps back, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Standing splits, exhale. So just bring your hands forward, lift up. Rise up to stand. Right knee lifts, twist to the right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Inhale, rise up the center. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Left foot steps back, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale, rise up. Left knee rises, twist to your left. Release the foot, inhale, rise up center. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Right foot steps back again. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, standing splits. Lift the right leg up. Twist, maybe take your foot. Good. And then open half moon. So stand this left leg and just take the right leg back. Beautiful. Block or floor. You can float that left hand. Really nice. Beautiful. Bend your standing leg. Lean forward. Reverse warrior. Land lightly with that right leg. Take it up and back. Really well done. Beautiful. Release your hands to the ground. Plank inhale. Chaturanga or the floor. Rise, curl up, open, and down dog, exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, feet to your hands. Look where you're going. Feet to hands. Halfway inhale. Bow, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Little standing back bend. And bow right back down, exhale. Halfway, inhale. Left foot steps back, crescent, inhale. Exhale, standing splits, come right back forward again. Rise up to stand, twisting to the left. So you can either take the knee or take the foot. Either one is beautiful. And then the torso just kind of stays this way. You release the left leg. Stay on the right leg. Half moon. Take your time in the transition. Where's your head? Where's your head? Where are your shoulders? Like, shoulders are like broad, set in the back. Head, extension of the spine. You're not dropping the right ear toward the right shoulder. You're like extending. Yeah. Start to bend your standing leg. Lean forward. Reverse warrior. Be aware of our neck and head this whole practice. So where are you here? Is it like dropping back? Is it crunched up? Graceful. Lengthen. One more inhale. Release the hands down. Plank inhale. Chaturanga or the floor. Inhale, rise. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look at your hands, bring your feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise, reach to the sky. Draw your hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, rise. Down dog, exhale. Right leg, spot your right foot, slowly stretch your right leg back. Step your right foot forward, exhale. Inhale, warrior three, lift off. Whatever you want to do with your arms, please. So this is a little bit like when we were lying on our back with a strap behind our head, right? So lift the head a little bit. Yeah. Push that foot into the ground like you're pushing your foot into the strap. Nice. Forward fold, top of your mat. Really nice. You can look for 1 second. You can bend your knees as much as you need to here. If you can. You can also use blocks here and you won't. I'll show you actually the block version so that you actually have a point of reference. This makes it easier to get your hands to the floor. You're pushing your hands. You'll take a breath in. You'll exhale. Tap your right foot to the block. Inhale to come home. Exhale. Tap left. If your hands are fine on the floor, you're doing this to your wrists. So you're using the exhale to empty the belly, lift your center to get that foot to your wrist or to the block. You're pressing your hands down. So you're not like resting down the hands. Push your hands down to activate. Yes, yes. Beautiful. One more each way. Finish on the left. And then lengthen your spine. Make your way back to downward facing dog, however you want to get there. Well done. And then give yourself a moment there. Check in with your breath. Check in with the placement of your neck and head. And spot your left foot. Slowly inhale, left leg back. Left foot forward.
Push off the back toes, warrior 3.
So in my own practice, in watching bodies when I'm teaching, we do weird things. We just do weird things with our body. And the emphasis today is on what's happening in the neck and the head. So you don't need to crank your head up here. You can keep your gaze on the floor, a little forward of your foot so you get that sense of lengthening. You're also not your head's not bobbing. It's not like you're looking for apples in a bucket here, y'all. Lengthen the neck. Head draws forward. The back of the neck lengthens. Hands come down, feet come down, forward fold. We're going to do another set of these taps if you want to put blocks under your hands. Arms are strong, hands are pressing down so the shoulders are activated, yeah? Good. Breath in. On the exhale, left toes tap the left wrist. Inhale, return. Exhale, right side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, return. Exhale, tap. Inhale, return. You got the idea. Exhale and tap. Keep that going on your own. One more left, one more right. Inhale, lengthen. Make your way back, downward facing dog. Right leg slowly back, inhale. Exhale, bring your foot forward. Crescent, inhale. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Just open up here, so good, so good. Nice strong legs, strong feet. You're gonna take this left arm, you're gonna hook it on your right thigh. Your right arm's gonna stay up. And bring your hand to your heart as best you can so you're getting that sense of lifting up. Now twists are where necks get real funky, although you all look perfect, so wonderful. But notice if the head is doing something weird, or we tend to take the head and bring it around this way, toward the twist, this is getting me deeper in the twist. It's not, it's not. So the head is just an extension of the spine. And if you want to take the twist into the neck, it's not about taking the head that way, it's about actually just turning your face upward.
All the letters that I wrote.
Last breath in. These are beautiful. Release the hands down. Blocks if you want. Straighten the front leg any amount. All the way if it feels good. Press your right foot firmly into the floor. Little suction cup and then draw the right hip gently up and back.
Every ticket.
Good. Plant your left hand. Kind of lean off to your left side. Come onto the pinky side of your left foot. And then Vashisthasana. Just make that nice, strong transition. Any version in the pose. Beautiful.
To the last minute.
Come through center. Your pathway to down dog. And just spot the left foot. Slowly left leg back. Left foot steps forward. Crescent, inhale. Right arm forward, left arm back. Good. And as always, there's like this sense of the feet gently drawing toward each other.
Like I had an option. Too far to lose someone.
I'm going to take this right arm. Just gently hook the left thigh. See if you can bring your hand toward your heart. Lifting up. Be aware of where your neck is. The action of the shoulders.
Bring me down a few places. It's not easy letting go. It's not that simple. Somebody you love. Easy letting go. It's not that simple. Somebody you love. It's not easy letting go. It's not that simple. Somebody you love. Easy letting go. It's not that simple. Somebody you love.
Your last inhale. Gently release the hands down. And then straighten the front leg any amount. Let's do the same thing on this side. Kind of like I love a suction cup idea on hands and feet when they're on the ground. Just this gentle kind of suction cup. It's not like crazy suction cup. It's just enough. It's like, oh, hi. I'm getting a nice little lift here, a little grip. And because my foot is gently suction cup down, now I can kind of guide my leg up. Like I can guide the muscles up the leg and get a sense of gently lifting the hip and maybe drawing it back or adjusting it to wherever it needs to be.
I'd be screaming in the silence. I try to lift us up. I try to make it work.
Gonna lengthen the spine and root the right hand. Just gonna kind of lean to the right to come onto the pinky side of the right foot. And then there's so many ways to be in Vashisthasana here. I'm gonna just choose more classical today, but go for it. Whatever version is speaking to you, I want you to be very comfortable choosing that. Last inhale, and your path to down dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, look at your hands, bring your feet to your hands. Lengthen halfway. And bow, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. And draw your hands to your heart, exhale. Really nice. We're just gonna take a few rounds of Surya Namaskar A. I know I usually do it toward the beginning. We're gonna do it here. You don't have to do Chaturanga a single time if you don't want to. I'm gonna cue it. You skip it if you don't want it. It's the same drill as usual. Rise with an inhale. Exhale and bow. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, exhale. Rise, your back bend. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, stay here. Exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees. Stretch back, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands, heart, exhale. Let's go again. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, exhale. Rise, open, and down dog. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, look at your hands, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Find a yoga block if you have one. And bring it behind. Actually, you can bring it in front of you. Just take a step back. We're going to put our left foot on the block. Left foot is going to come on the block. And then you're going to just carefully bring your hands down in front of you. You're going to lift your left leg back. And just going to tip forward and come back. And you don't have to have your right leg straight. You're going to do that a few times. You'll bring your left leg down, right leg comes down, pause. Rise all the way up, inhale. Bring your hands into your heart, exhale. So we're just getting different ways to feel hands in the ground, right? Bring your hands down, step your left foot up. Bend your left knee if you need to. Come into the, well, that didn't work, into the ball of the left foot. And then you're going to tip forward, lift the right leg, and shift back. And you might even feel like, oh, there's my handstand. And if that's the case, you can come up. Because it kind of just tricks you into it. Am I right? Yeah? Or not. I mean, don't worry if you don't feel that way. It's okay if you don't feel that way. Yes. Yes. And then both feet down. And separate the feet as wide as your mat. Just drop your head. Hold your elbows. And Malasana.
Even though you have gone away, somehow I still feel your touch.
Okay, so whether you know it or not, we've done lots of work that's going to help prepare us for handstand. It doesn't mean you ever have to take a handstand. I'm going to give you some options, and so I'm just going to run through these fairly quickly, and then I'll break them down a little bit faster. If you know you're like, nah, I just don't feel like doing that, totally get it. Anything else you could do, like puppy dog at the wall is awesome. You could turn this into what's like a warrior 3. Those are all fundamental positions for your handstands. Awesome. If you want, you can just, you can do L's. This is probably the best modality to start to feel the strength for handstand. And then if you feel like yeah, I've got the strength for handstand, then we're going to play a little bit. So let me show you this one first. And you can do this at the wall. I'm just going to face you this way so that you can see. I think this is the best view. So I think you're going to bring your hands down. You've got your right foot on the block. Left leg starts to come out wide. And then you start to just feel like, oh, maybe if I take the knee out, I can start to get that right foot up. You don't have to go anywhere. And then you'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll show you again. It's very similar to what we just did, but taking the legs wide so that you start to get like this, almost like a pressing sensation. I can't press into handstand. I always say that when I'm 73, that'll be when it finally happens. It's going to take me that long to get there. Gosh, I hope I'm doing handstands at 73. You're here. And your foot just kind of like, this leg kind of helps to pull this one out. Does that make sense? It'll only make sense if you try it. And then you can also do exactly what we just did. And I'm going to turn to the wall on this one. Give you a little different view so that you feel like
you have somewhere to go. Make sure my block is nice and stable, that's key. So now I'm getting this like, rather than kicking, you see how I just kind of like lifted? Yeah? Have fun.
If this isn't working for you, find something that is. And if you're very prolific in handstand, instead of just going back to the same way that you always do it, try something new. So maybe a little different entry point. For me, when I do wonky sort of entries, it is very helpful. This one is called puppy press, where your leg is out to the side. I didn't make it up. Instagram told me it's true. I think it's really good to feel a little wonky, right? Because then when you're not wonky, you're like, oh, well, there it is. About 30 more seconds. Whew. And then let's come down on our backs. Nice work. Just take a moment. I've never been a good handstander, but I love them. Like, I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared to flip over or to cartwheel out. So I think I love them for that reason. Like, I'm not scared of them. I just have a really hard time holding my center. Some days it's like, it's so easy, and I'm like, why couldn't I do this yesterday? And those are like the rare days where I'm like, why can't I do this the rest of the time? And then some days I'm like, cannot find my center for the life of me. And I still love them every day, even the ones where I can't find my center. Bridge pose, rise up. You don't have to love them. I was just feeling how I felt coming out of that, and I thought I would share like that. But how I feel when I come out of a handstand is like my heart feels alive, my breath might be a little bit more rapid, just a little bit. And for me, it's like this amazing release of energy. When I'm watching sports and my team is in like a precarious situation in like the Super Bowl or something, I get up every commercial break and I'm doing handstands to get my bajiggities out so I can sit like a semi-normal human being. Good, release down. I love handstands. That's all. You don't have to. But I hope you learn to like them at least in one of the many forms. Up, bow, or bridge again. This is a handstand. Inhale, rise up. Release down. One more back bend if you care to. Inhale, rise up. And releasing down. Legs out straight on the floor. We're going to come to sitting, however you want to get there. And I'm going to go Gomakasana legs. If you feel up to it, that's what I'm going to do. You know there's many other ways to be seated and get some hip work. You could do double pigeon or Sukhasana. Hips are very tight today. I was kind of craving this pose, and it's funny now that I'm in it, I'm like, I can't really get that deep in it because my hips are real tight from the week. Still feels good though. So just know that, like sometimes you get into a pose and you have like an expectation, exactly Jordan, of like what you think you want to do or what you can do, and then you're like, oh, not today, friend. I wasn't anticipating this feeling like this, and that's okay. It's another lesson in like just detachment and healthy observation and taking care of yourself. I was lying on my back and thinking that this is where I wanted to go, and I was actually thinking of how pretty it was going to be, and it was probably going to be like the cover picture for my video. It's not going to be the cover picture for the video. Nope. When you're ready, we'll switch sides. So I decided to do a handstand practice today when I was getting ready in the bathroom. Doesn't everyone do their best thinking in the bathroom, or am I the only weirdo? I always send people texts that are like, I was in the shower and I just thought of you. And then I'm like, that sounds really like kind of weird and creepy, but it's not meant in that way. It's because it's like, you can't do anything else but be in the bathroom, right? Like when I'm in the shower, it's like, I'm not texting, I'm not scrolling, I'm in the shower, which probably means I'm wasting water, because I really kind of like that where you're just, you know, in it. You're just in it. You're not on something else. In any case, I was getting ready. I wasn't in the shower. I was not on the toilet, I promise you. I was getting ready, washing my face, etc. And I was thinking about, and I don't know why I came upon this thought process, but I was thinking about how I have 3 older brothers, and when my brothers went to school, I stayed home with my mom. She stayed home with me. And she practiced yoga, and she would teach it to like her friends, and I was always so jealous of my brothers going to school and that I was stuck at home. You know, I didn't go to preschool. I didn't go to school until I was in kindergarten. And the thing that I got was I got this time with my mom where she would practice morning yoga. And I think that's what I was thinking about. I was getting ready, and that was kind of her pattern, and she would get ready and then she'd practice yoga, and I would play yoga with her because I would get to be in the room with her when she was practicing. And her practice was not a Vinyasa practice. It looked nothing like what I'm doing today. It was usually like 10 minutes in headstand, some seated twists, you know, like it was like probably 5 poses and she was done. But each one was held for much, much longer. And I remember practicing well, I was playing because I didn't know it was called a practice. I didn't get that at that time, right? I was playing yoga, and I remember her doing headstands and me doing headstands, and I kept toppling over, but it was so much fun. I was having so much fun doing it. And it was like, play yoga. I'd be like, are we going to play yoga today? And I hope that it feels a little playful, like when we're practicing together, because that beautiful. Find a comfortable seated position. That's what the heart of the practice for me is, this grounding, yes, 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 but also just like this playfulness where you get to play in yourself. It doesn't have to be super serious all the time, right? Allow your eyes to soften. Just 2 minutes here. Draw your hands to your heart. Bow your mind to your heart. Honor yourself for being here. Rise. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.